Hello, YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are for another evening of fun and adventure here with the Asia session, trading some gold and gold futures. There's Tono. Let's get this party started. I think you're on mute, Tono. There you are.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
All right.
I had a rough day, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Remember I told you I was having chest pains?
Yeah.
So I had to go to the, what do you call it, urgent.
Yeah, urgent care? You had to go to urgent care?
So, yeah, part of my stomach popped through, like, near the esophagus.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What? What happened? You're cutting out. I don't know if it's the bandwidth on my end or yours.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. How'd you make out after I left?
No. So what happened? Part of your
Yeah, it's
stomach?
called a hiernal hernia.
Oh, wow.
Part of this, it pushes out of, comes out of the stomach lining.
Oh.
And they figured it out because they pushed it back in and the pain stopped. Then it popped right back out. It's like, oh, it's just so bad, man.
Wow.
I'm like, how could I'm sitting here doing nothing.
Yeah, right.
and it happens. I'm like, man, if this is getting old, I don't want to jinx myself, but man, it's terrible.
Oh, wow. How does that happen? Does that have to do with an ulcer or something?
And it had to do with weak, I guess, weak stomach lining.
Oh, wow.
There's a couple of things that contribute. They don't really know how it happens, but they have some contributing factors to it. But I got to change my diet now. I got to do a bunch of things that they're telling me I need to restructure.
Oh, that is no good.
Yeah, because I was sitting there saying, "Am I having a heart attack?" I'm sitting here trading. I'm like, maybe I should just go check.
Yeah, wow. Wow. So you went to urgent care because it got worse, or because you just had already decided?
It wasn't right. When you start feeling chest pains and stuff like that,
yeah,
you don't sleep on it, because the quicker you get to it, the better.
yeah,
yeah, your better chances.
Yeah.
So yes, I went in and they found it right away. Look, it wasn't my heart. That's a good thing,
Yeah.
But if it's one thing, it's another, man.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, give me a break.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just I'm kind of out of it because I'm on them pain meds right now.
Oh.
So I'm a little funky.
All right. If you need
how'd you make out today?
Oh boy, I had a terrible morning. I just kept taking losses. Huh? Yeah, I just kept taking losses. And I realized what was going on with me. I think I kind of articulated it during our session, but having this hot stove exit automated gives me kind of a false sense of security. And so I was taking less than
chances that
less than A or even A minus setups.
Right.
And so, because I'm thinking like, okay, it's a loss. That's all right. My loss is capped. I'll take another one. I took
It's a
another.
small loss because it's
Yeah,
120 bucks, something,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
120, 150.
120. But when you take 7 of them, like I did.
Yeah, it adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I realized I got to get out of here. So I left the session. I told
Okay.
Rock I was leaving. I turned off YouTube. Then I took another one and lost.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah. So now what I did was I said I got to find a solution to this, because this is that thing where your psychological weakness, once you eliminate it, it tries to find another way out.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's what it does.
yeah, and so I went into Tradeovate and I capped my session loss.
Your daily loss.
Yeah, exactly, at $360. When that happens, it locks me out.
So that's 3 bad trades and you're
That's
done.
3 bad trades and I'm done. Yep.
Hey, that's a smart thing to do, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
listen, you're either evolving or you're not,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? You're either evolving or you're repeating.
Yeah.
If you're repeating, you ain't learned nothing.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you didn't learn anything I always say you never lose, you learn. But
Right.
if you're just repeating it over and over,
Yeah.
then you're just repeating. You didn't learn, you're repeating.
And what I learned last time was, I blew a bunch of these of these challenge accounts.
Prop accounts, right?
By thinking, no, I'm going to get a handle on this by sheer willpower and discipline. I'm going to get a handle on it. And
Yeah.
I couldn't get a handle on it. And even like I said the other day, in the middle of holding on to a loser too long, I was yelling at myself like, Mike, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I couldn't stop. And so I'm just like, this time when it happened, I said, I have to find a solution that doesn't depend on me.
Do you remember what I said to you last night?
Probably.
I said something similar to it. I said, you have to find, your system is not right yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There has to be something missing. I couldn't put my finger on it, because just taking the 120 losses is not a plan. It's a part of a plan.
Yeah.
I think capping it at 3 losses is a perfect plan now. I think you just found your missing link that's going to turn things around for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're right. You could take a loss. Before you know, you lost $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're jammed up.
Yeah.
But now you know that if you lose, and I think I wrote that somewhere, that if you have 3 losing trades, you should call it a day.
Yeah.
It just ain't your day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you move the hedges at all?
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
Did you?
No, I couldn't. I was away. But yeah, it gave us the opportunity though.
It did. And I didn't take it because I thought it was still going down, and then I fell asleep. And, and then when I woke up, it was above the hedges. And I was like,
But that's what hedges are for, man. They're so you can have some peace of mind.
Yeah.
If you need to go to sleep, you go to sleep. We'll deal with it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I finished my book. They're gonna mail out the first proof to me by Friday.
Oh, nice. Physical copy?
So yeah, a physical copy. Yeah.
Oh,
Before it goes live, they send me a physical copy.
Yeah. That's
so
great.
I can see if there's any problems or whatever. I didn't think it was going to be this difficult, to be honest with you.
I saw the cover that you sent over. It looks great.
Oh, you saw it? All right, good.
Yeah.
Good. I had a blue one and a black one. The reason I sent it to you, I was trying to get a consensus on should I go blue or black.
Oh.
And I wind up going with the black one.
Yeah.
Oh boy. But it's pretty cool. I've got it on your forward.
Yeah.
At the end of your forward, I have your logo and a QR code.
Oh, nice.
That says if you're interested in learning more about what Tono and I are doing, scan the QR code or go to this website, Barcelona. So that's one sales pitch right there.
Cool.
And then on further down, it has another one with the Go Mastery link QR code. And then at the end, it has the Tono Miakoda QR code.
Nice.
So hopefully we get some traffic from it, you know.
Yeah. Okay, it is 7:50. Asia session begins. Let's do a quick see where we are here. There's the 1 minute chart. We are. Let me switch this to a 15-minute chart so we get a little bit better lay of the land. We have the DM3 pivot above us, which also happens to coincide with the value area high. Right below us, we have the point of control. And right below that, we have the daily pivot, which also coincides with this thick blue zone right here, which is last week's low of the week. So it looks like since the market opened, we went up and tapped the DM3 and the value area high. And we've come back down into this range. Overall, put the indicators back up. We're in a bit of a downtrend, pretty wide downtrend here on the 15-minute chart. But it really consolidated the last few hours of the day from about noon until 5 p.m. It was just in this really tight and annoying consolidation. And then market opened, popped up, like I said, hit the DM3, and then just slid into a tight consolidation, which is where we are right now. It looks like over the last few minutes it has come down, hit the bottom of this range, and come back up into the middle of the range, right around this swing high on the 1 minute chart. We have the dollar, which has been falling throughout most of the day, starting with the New York session, and then leveled out again at the same time, went into consolidation about the same time gold did. And over the past couple hours, well, I would say last 30 minutes or so, 45 minutes, it has been, the dollar has been falling a little bit, just rising a little bit here at the end. So we're at 98 on the dollar, and 10-year yield pretty much consolidated for most of the day after the New York session. And the VIX is down from yesterday. Yesterday it was 15.15, now it's at 14.73, so markets are not jittery. And here we are. Let's look at the MT4. Got the in the 1 minute chart. On the 1 minute chart, we are in this little blue consolidation box, or maybe just emerged from it. But we're still in it on the 5 minute chart, and on the 15-minute chart, we're in a blue consolidation box. We have a pretty big resistance above us and a small support below us. On the 5 minute chart, it looks like we have probably the same distance down on the 5 minute chart to this support. It looks like there's a little bit more room to trade down than up, but I guess we could go either direction at first. On the 1 minute chart, we need to get through this top resistance for there to be something worth trading, I think. And the same, we need to get below this support for there to be something worth trading. And the Renko right now is just calm, lackadaisical, nothing going on. So that's where we are. Here's the 10-second futures chart. Futures at 3401. Even though futures is at that 3400 mark, that's really, I mean, it is a psychological level, but we do our charting on spot gold, and spot gold is at 3350 right now, also a psychological level, so that just happens to coincide. But let's say that futures were at a psychological level and spot or not, we would go by spot gold. We do our charting on spot gold, even though price discovery is on futures, and we are trading futures tonight. I'm trading futures tonight. Tono, are you trading spot or futures tonight?
I think I'm going to look at futures because I have the hedges running on spot, so I don't want to extend that account till we move those off.
For tomorrow morning for the New York session.
Yeah,
and
the New York session.
We'll trade some futures tonight if it gives us the opportunity. If we get some good movement here before, when we sign off around 9:15 or so. So it is 7:56 approximately p.m. on the East Coast. I'm going to set some alerts on my watch. I like to set it for 7:59, so I'm alert at the 8 o'clock candle. 8:29, so I'm alert for the 8:30 candle. Sorry, what's that? Yeah, 8:29, and then 8:59. And then we set it again for 9:29, just in case we're around at that time still. And we've got about 3.5 minutes for the 8 o'clock candle. So up until now, Sydney has been the only open market in Asia. And as of 3 minutes from now, Tokyo opens. And that brings some volume into the market and usually wakes up the Sydney traders too after they've had their coffee. So, let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to my MT4? There it is. All right, let me look at the other MT4 panel. We've got the FX trend showing the top 4 buy, the middle 2 sell, yen pointing down, US dollar pointing up. The 15-minute chart here, regular candles, bullish in yellow, or gold for gold, blue for blue, bearish candles, blue for bearish, I guess. 1 hour chart here, the 4 hour chart here, and the daily chart here. Just kind of glance at those. I have my MT4 open to my left. I see this screen and this screen over here to my left. When I talk about them, I'll show them on screen so we can keep everybody up to speed with what we're doing and what we're looking at. But just know I'm trading off of the 10-second futures chart. I have the MT4 to my left. I have a 1-minute spot gold chart above me, a 1-second futures chart to my right, combined with the 5-minute and 15-minute spot gold chart a little further to my right here, and then behind me is the 1 hour spot gold chart. So kind of keep an eye on everything while we're sitting here tapping our fingers, waiting for something interesting to happen on these charts so we can make a trade. All right, we have 1 minute for the hourly candle and for Tokyo to come online. Okay, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 8 p.m.
We're gonna have a slow day tomorrow. There's no news.
Right. And nothing happened here.
Unless someone says something. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 o'clock candle did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that is one other indicator I have open here on my desk is my phone. And I have Truth Social app set to alert me anytime President Trump posts something, because you never know when he's going to say something that moves the market.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting some downward movement here. The question is it enough to even consider? If it gets out of this range, I need to put this on page of the site, or the live streaming page of the site. So let me do that. Oh, wait a minute here. We might be taking a trade. Not enough of a differential in strength here. I don't think
it's on a swing low on the 10-second chart. It's on the support on the 1-minute chart.
If it pushes through,
doesn't look like it have any volume, though. Maybe. I broke the swing low on the 10-second, but still not enough volume. Looks like the wrinkle might take a little run down, maybe a tiny bit.
I'll take a little sell here. No. Absolutely uncalled for.
You know, going back to what we were just talking about your you set your daily loss at 3 trades.
Yeah.
That means the trades that you take have to be special trades.
Yep.
Because you wasted one on that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how much could you have gotten today? Even let's say you were right and it pays you out. How much could you have made? $50 on it on a night like tonight?
Maybe.
Right? So is it $50 worth losing 120?
No. Well,
so
it depends. It depends on the probability more than the quality, but yes, I get that.
No, but if you start thinking about it in that sense, you're going to say to yourself, today is such a slow night. is it worth 30, 40, 50 bucks to get stopped out at 120 and lose one of my magic trades? Because you only got 3.
Well,
right?
I have 3. Yeah, I have 3 if I only take losses. Yes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you only got 3. So they have to be special trades. They can't be just this type of trade that you saw and decided to get in on, because it's not worth it at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because then you're going to be putting yourself out of the game when 20 minutes or a half hour later, I'm talking about New York sessions, really, it could be some money to be made.
Yep.
But you've already burnt yourself out. It's like a get out of jail card.
Oh, what's more, so I wasn't even looking, and I traded right into the point of control.
Oh.
All right, I'm just gonna take that. I don't know what happened there. I gotta see what happened.
You made money on it, right?
Yeah, I did, but I instead of hitting exit, I hit sell again, and I don't really know.
Did it close it out? Or did it put you in a second trade?
I don't know. Gotta check to see what happened.
Isn't there a limit of how many contracts you can trade on that?
Yeah, but I can trade 2. All right. Well, I made 56 cents. So I need you to take all that back that you said to me.
It actually gave you 56 cents?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it could even do that.
Because it gave me $10, and it took two fees out of it. You know, 2 $4.
Oh, right.
Out of it. chat was I took that sell right about here, which is right here at the point of control. It punched through it really nicely. Would have paid me handsomely had I held on, but I realized I had hit that sell button twice. When I realized I had done that, I wanted to just get out immediately because I didn't
Get out. Yeah. But it seems like the trade was at the point of control. If you would have let it break it, you could have jumped in it there, right?
Yeah,
So the second sell was your actual trade.
Yeah. Right, we're starting to see a differential in strength now between the dollar and gold. Gold is coming down a little bit after it retraced a little bit. Probably going to come right back down and test this support. We've got some good volume in the market right now, actually. See if we can push a little bit further down so we can get through this support on the 1 minute. This support right here, little blue band, price is right there. If it pulls down here, about 33.45, then that's another trade we could take, as long as volume stays. We have a swing low on the 1 minute right there as we push through. So yes, I was looking at the 1 minute here, but I'm talking about the 1 minute here on TradingView. Swing low, bull volume right there, and then right below that we have the previous day value area low. So it has to get through to about 33.44 before that's going to be a trade that we're comfortable taking.
Yeah, perfect analysis. Laying right on the daily pivot now.
Okay, it seems to want to Where are we here? 45, 33, 45, 46. All right, we're pushing through now and hitting the bull volume. Right here. Reminder, YouTube, this big blue band here just marks last week's low of the week. So if we push through here, we will be lower than we were at all last week. We were down this low earlier in the day today, earlier in officially yesterday's trading day, but earlier today, New York time. Okay, it still wants to come down, and we can see, let's look over here. We've got the FX trend, we've got these top three that are red, saying that those are, we've got more selling pressure overall than buying pressure. We'd like to see the yen moving away from the dollar, so this tip here we're pointing down, we'd like that a little bit more. And back here on the futures chart, need it to turn around and come back down. It has enough strength differential here. The gold is significantly weaker than the dollar, but we want to see those two numbers diverging. Gold getting weaker, the dollar getting stronger if we want to keep coming down.
early, man. I'm not feeling well.
Okay. Hope you feel better.
I'll be on with you tomorrow morning, though. Yeah, I'll be all right. Just
All
got
right.
this medication got my head kind of funky.
All right.
So I really don't want to take any trades when I'm not clean-headed.
What should we do with these hedges if it gets below?
Just leave them overnight. We'll figure it out tomorrow. You know what I mean? If we miss the first round, there'll always be a second and third round to get out.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, brother.
Take care.
You got
Have
it,
a
man.
good night.
You good.
All right. If we look here at the 1 minute, we see that we're stalling out right here. You see how those candles are pushing their wicks down into this blue zone, but they're being rejected. Oh, this one is coming down again and hitting the bull volume, which is what these previous candles have done, but this one looks like it's poking through a little bit further. So we might get our wish, but again, we're going to come right smack into this previous day value area low. And price can hesitate or react or evaluate its life choices there again and take off in the other direction. So until we're below this, with a little ambition, I don't want to take a trade. And then we have some clean trading, maybe down to this area right here, which is the coinciding of the DM2 and the WM1. Okay, now we are below this value area low. I want to see a little more decisiveness there. Let me go back over here to this 10-second chart. I see just a little bit more decisiveness. The Renko is going to give me indication. Looking at the Renko here, you can't see the Renko here. Here's the Renko. I want to see it get through this little barrier right there. If it does, I'm looking at it here to my left, and I think we have a trade. I want to see a little more ambition in that price action. And I definitely don't want to see that, you know, if it's going back up right now. Now what that could be, could be a good sign that price is taking a breather here. It's going to create that little support. Maybe price will come back down and hit this little support again. Even better if it bounces off of it one more time before it comes down through it. But if it comes down through it decisively, either way, that's not decisive. Nope. See, I'm glad we didn't get into that. That's a little fake out there. All right, so what I'm waiting for here, here's the Renko chart. This is the 1 minute spot. So just to clarify, this is the 1 minute, I'm sorry, the 10-second futures chart. If I take everything off of it, that's the naked chart. I don't have any pivots outlined on the futures chart because we do our charting on spot. But I do have my indicators. My indicators here showing me this little support that was created there, a little support that was created there. So I want to see price break through both of these supports. And over here on the Renko, this is the spot gold chart. I want to see it breaking through that little support there. I'm looking at that Renko chart here to my left. And I'm just keeping my eye on these Hakanashi candlesticks coming down. I'd like to see a little more ambition coming down. And there might be a trade to take. I'm also looking over here on the right side of the screen at the relative strength differential between gold, which is at negative 6.1, and the dollar, which is at positive 0.8. I want to see these numbers diverging. That is, I want to see the dollar getting stronger and gold getting weaker. Those things will tell me that price is going to continue to come down and, you know, not pussyfoot around like it is doing right now. Now that's kind of normal because if we go back over here to the spot gold 1 minute chart, You can see we came through this band here, which was last week's low of the week. We broke through this swing level low, the swing low. We broke through this bull volume level right here, and we came down and hit a little support, and now is when gold is reacting a little bit to the previous day value area low. That's what we thought might happen, and that's why we were hesitant to get into anything until we saw price significantly, or at least maybe not significantly below the previous day value area low, but moving with some ambition through it. We'll talk another time about how we calculate the value area low. If price moves up and starts piddling around up here a little bit, we can talk about it, but I don't want to get into that when I'm on the verge of perhaps taking a trade. So what am I looking for to take the trade here at this point? I want to see price turn around, maybe grab some orders up here, maybe come up here, create a resistance and come back down. Okay, we are 1 minute away from the 8:30 candle, the 8:30 candle here in New York. That's a half-hour candle. Higher time frame traders will come in and decide what they're going to do, buy or sell, and it could drive the market slightly in one direction or another. And when we're trading on such a low time frame as the 10-second, that directional difference can create a trade opportunity. Okay, so we're seeing over here that gold is losing strength, or strengthening, and the dollar is weakening, and that is why we are going up. Now, this could potentially have been a good trade on the way up here, but I didn't take it, and that is because we weren't even sure. Let me show you this on this other chart. We weren't even, price was coming down here and the candles were getting bigger. We weren't even sure that price was going to stop for any of these. It kind of blew through the swing low there. It kind of blew through this little bull volume area right here. It could have just blown right through the value area low, or reacted just a little bit, come up here just a little bit and turned right back around and can come back down. And so had I gotten in on the buy at that point, I was really opening myself up to, give it maybe 50-50 chance that it was going to bounce as much as it did here. You can see up here when it came down with some big candles, it bounced for 3 minutes up a little bit and then turned right back around and came back down pretty strongly. So that could have happened again right here. So even though in hindsight this would have been a good buy trade, at the moment it was happening, it didn't look like something I wanted to get involved with. Okay. So we came back up, and we hit, what did we tap here? This right here, you can barely see it. Little purple line there happens to be the daily pivot point. can barely see it. It's a little dashed line there. And I wasn't even taking that into consideration because I could barely see it myself on my own chart. Fortunately, we had some other indicators here, other reasons to not be confident in a sell trade at that point. Okay, so it looks like we're coming back through here with some decisiveness this time. Let's see if this next candle can push through here. I'm going to go back to the chart that I'm going to trade off of. I'm looking at this 1 minute chart that we just looking at. I'm looking at it here above my screen on another screen. All right. It is lollygagging around. Fidget spinner here. Gotta do something to keep myself from pressing this button. Gets boring on these charts. Anybody watch Killing Eve?
This is so boring.
All right, let's see where we are again here. So we came down here, we did not make it through. Well, when we came back, we did not make it all the way down this time. Let's see now what happens if we come down and make a lower low, or if we make a higher low, and then start heading back up. Could this be a reversal? You know, since we are hitting last week's low, we know that the market stopped here last week. It went back up. So there's clearly some buying interest at this level. And apparently that buying interest remains, at least right now. This is how a lion on the Serengeti feels. Just waiting in the tall grass, waiting for a warthog to run past. Well, this is interesting. Look at that. It is just stuck right there. Oh, there it turned bearish. It's hard to see the blue on blue, I realize. Doesn't happen very often that price is right in the middle of this band of last week's low. Volume is drying up. Just goes to show you that even the news people don't know what they're talking about. Just an hour ago, they were saying gold edges higher, supported by Fed rate cut prospects. Well, yeah, an hour ago, we were, slightly above. The market opened here. So an hour ago, we were above market open. But we've been coming across and then tanking ever since then. So if that were truly the case, we wouldn't be below where, we wouldn't be so far down right now. So they're just making it up. Right, we are 15 minutes away from the 9 p.m. candle. If 9 p.m. doesn't give us some interesting movement to trade, then we wrap it up and we come back at 7:30 in the morning for the New York session. All right. Let's see if we can get through here this time. We've got about 11 minutes before the 9 p.m. candle here in New York. This is the Asia session, trading spot gold and gold futures. Candles are getting smaller as they come down, so that is not a sign of price wanting to break through, but more volume could come into the market the closer we get to 9, to the next hourly candle. Right, so here we are on the 1 minute on MetaTrader 4. See that we hit this support earlier, came up, hit that resistance, came down, back up, hit the resistance again, came back down. Now we're hitting the support once more. I'd like to see price come through this support. Whoops. There went my MetaTrader 4. All right. We'll come back to that. I'd like to see price break through that level. I'm looking at that chart that just disappeared. It's on my PC to my left here. I'd like to see price break through that support with some decisiveness. That will probably be my indication. That would mean that we're getting through this level right here. Be my indication that we are going to come down. We have a little bit more volume coming into the market. I'm going to get into a buy, I believe, or sell, excuse me, into a sell. Probably got in a little bit early, but I do think we're coming down. Don't like to gamble. And by getting in a little bit early, I did take a bit of a gamble there. So, bad on me. Now I've got 8.5 minutes. Whoa, don't like that at all. Got about 8.5 minutes for this trade to play out before that 9 o'clock candle hits. 9 o'clock candle could send price up. I don't think I want to be in the trade when that happens, or if that happens. It could also send it down, in which case it would improve my trade if I were in it at that time. But I don't know that I'll be in it. I don't like that it's showing signs that it wants to go up here, but support seems to be rejecting it a little bit on the 1 minute. I don't want to flip my screen over to that right now. I'm in the middle of this trade. That's right. Bring it on down. I'm gonna get out. It gave me 20. Now it was showing me 50. It started coming back up. And I thought it's gonna continue on down. In fact, I still kind of think so. But I didn't want to be in that trade. There we go. Do I want to get back in is the question. I think I do. And it stopped me out. Frustrating, frustrating, frustrating. right. We've got about a minute and 15 seconds before that 9 o'clock candle hits. I didn't want to be in a trade at that candle, but I guess I've got a chance of it heading down. If it heads up, it's going to stop us out. If it heads down, we will get out of the trade with profit. And if it heads down significantly before this minute is up, probably get out of the trade. Not with 20 bucks though, that is not worth it. Alright, I will run the risk of just gonna get out of this. And we got 4, 3, 2, 1, 9. And I'm glad I got out because that went up. Oh, now what are we? Yep, went up. Would have stopped me out right there. right, this is looking pretty bleak. I'm going to call it right here. We will come back tomorrow fresh at 7:30. 7:30 a.m. for the New York session. And I think we'll have some trades tomorrow. Even though there is no news, we should have some trades tomorrow. So thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you took a trade or two that worked out for you like it did for us. Have a good night.